Boom, shida bang bang. This is the top 3 podcast where we pick our top 3 topics of the week.
Yes.
That was really iffy. All right, you guys, we are back after forever. I'm Nina.
I'm Aaliyah.
And this is Giraffe.
Good old Giraffe.
If you guys are watching the video version of this, which is on YouTube, you guys can see.
Oh yes, go watch that prank. It's up
and go see the
now.
prank. Aaliyah just did a really good prank. Well, poor Giraffe. He's alright. I am not. I'm emotionally scarred, so go watch and find out why.
Do you want to tell them why we named them Giraffe?
So Giraffe is our second turtle. We found him at the Juneteenth festival.
Oh yes.
He is special. He got his name because there was a little boy missing at the Juneteenth festival, and we couldn't remember his name, and we kept calling him all types of names, like Tony from the Girlfriends. It's not the Girlfriends, it's just Girlfriends. From Girlfriends, and how she would call Jabari, Jumanji, Geronimo, whatever she could think of. And Jiracaboo, I think, is one of those names. So
that sounds right.
Yeah. And his middle name is Franklin because he's a turtle.
Hey, it's Franklin.
Jiracaboo. Franklin. Because,
He's very active, too.
He's a cool little turtle. This is the best. Our first turtle died because he did not exercise. And this turtle exercises all the time. So he's going to live for forever. He's going to outlive us.
Probably.
So scary. Okay. Poor Giraffe. But that is our turtle. Please go check out the video where Aaliyah pranked me. Please go check it out. Poor Giraffe. Poor baby Giraffe. But if you guys are watching, listening, whatever, make sure you guys follow us, subscribe, like, share, all those things at Nina and Aaliyah on Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram.
Yes.
I'm forgetting something. Oh, and YouTube. Oh, and this.
What's that called? Speaker?
Speaker and speaker too. You gotta stop with the thing. Aaliyah describes everything as
my
this and
words.
that. Right. Use my words.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Aaliyah. Go, Aaliyah. Okay. So we have our 3 topics of the week. I don't know who went last. But Aaliyah can go first because A for Aaliyah and I told the Jiracaboo story.
Okay.
I hope you don't have my topics.
I hope not. Okay, well, I doubt it. Let me see. All right, so my first topic, I've seen people on social media talking about this.
Oh, it's my topic.
Do you know what a pick-me is?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes.
so a pick-me, well, do you want to give your definition of a pick-me?
Once upon a time, whatever you say, I was a pick-me. Pick-me's are, I feel like you grow through that as a girl, I guess. Even maybe a boy, I think maybe you grow into that. But it's somebody who does stuff to attract or whoever they want, I guess. Like, say, you be like, you see dudes on Instagram like, ooh, I like girls with weaves and makeup. So then you go get weaves and makeup to be picked.
Yeah, that's what I would say too, yeah. So my question is, do you think that being a pick-me is a good thing or is it a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing because you can do all those things in the beginning, but then you have to hold them up. So if they're not things you like to do, you just got yourself stuck in a trap because you want to be with somebody who does like those things.
Yeah, I agree. Like, you gotta keep that up. You gotta maintain that image, because I think that's like creating a whole image for yourself.
It is. It is. And the expectation.
That's not you. It's gonna be hard to do. So it's like, but the pick-me's, like, they're the people who like may say good things about themselves that's really not true. That's what I think. So it's like,
once upon a time that was
right.
me.
Well, But also, I think there are pick-me's out there that are like, that's really them. They maintaining that, and they like, but they just promoting it, and I think that's not good. Like, just, you don't have to be like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, you know, like, just to gain attention.
Like, give me an example, because I don't think that's a pick-me, because that's just you.
True, yeah, but like some people be like, I know how to cook, I know how to clean, I'm gonna do the right thing if I'm a wife, and like all those type of wifey movies.
They're putting out there.
Yeah, and they're like, I'm this, I do this. Like, if you with me, then you
this is what you're gonna get.
Peaceful household all the time, like that type of stuff.
That's wrong, because then you're gonna attract the wrong kind of thing. You're gonna attract somebody who want all that, who probably don't do all the stuff you want. Like, you gonna be somebody's perfect person, but you might not get the perfect person doing all that. You're just gonna get somebody who's attracted to all those things. So I get what you're saying, bro.
Somebody who's like, dang, she's real good, so let me like fake it until I make it and get her.
Right too.
Like, they might be like, wow, like she out of my league, and I gotta like step it up, but fake step it up. Like, that's how people.
Nobody's genuine.
Right. In that situation.
Oh my God. Well. Yeah, I think that's wrong too.
Yeah,
I think that's wrong too. But then I was gonna say, I think you should be who you are. But if then that's the person you are, you stuck.
If you like got all those qualities.
But if you out there showing them and then you attracting that, if you doing all that and attracting the pick-me's, you stuck.
I think you should just let yourself show for yourself. Like, you don't
just do the stuff. Yeah, like, you don't have to like brag about it.
People gonna see it.
I hate that. Because then you also, once again, you living up to it. You creating an expectation you gotta live up to. You doing something you don't want to do. You starting something you don't want to start.
Yeah. Okay. So we agree that a pick-me is not really a good thing.
It doesn't seem like it is.
So, but I think younger people do that more so than like older. I think that's so it's come with maturity to stop.
Yeah, I think it's until you find yourself. I'm a really big believer. One time my mama told me this. You don't completely develop your brain until you're 25. So up until that point, you're going to do a lot of stupid stuff you might not have meant to do, stuff you're going to regret later. So just live your life.
I agree.
Just live your life. You ain't going to be able to get around it. Just live your life. Yeah, I agree with you, but that's bad all around. Okay, this is what I thought you were going to say. So, once again, on social media and just around the world, the new thing is the BBL.
Oh, I was going to talk about this.
Maybe I beat you to it. That's why I made this my first one. So, for BBLs, I don't know if you've seen, I watched a lot of like BBL recovery videos on TikTok, a lot of before and afters, like on Instagram and stuff. All the like BBL doctors have Instagrams and stuff.
Yes.
So, from watching it, let me explain some of the like recovery steps to and the leading up to it. So, leading up to it, you have to be like on either, it's not a strict diet, but they do prefer you to be on some sort of diet so that when you get there, you are in like some sort of like, I don't want to say shape, but your body's in like some sort of good form, I guess, to do the surgery. And then afterwards, it's a 6-week healing process. And I'm sorry, it's not a 6-week healing process. For the first 6 weeks, that's the worst part of it. And for your first 8 weeks, you cannot sit down on your butt. Like, you have to use a special pillow and stuff. You have like drainage attached to you. 8 weeks. You have to wear like this special like bodysuit thing. It's called a faja. Like, that has to be worn every single day. You have little pads you stick in there. That's for 6 weeks. And then also like, the recovery in the centers is not really good. Like, most places don't have post-op recovery, so you get your BBL one day and then you go home the next day. So, in my opinion, from things you have seen, do you think that's worth it? Or tell me what you think about the BBLs in general.
It could be worth it. Depending on what you're getting it for. If you're getting it for yourself and like your self-confidence gain, maybe it might be worth it for you. And if I think it's worth it if you're getting it for like monetary gain, because some people are coming up off of that. And I think if you know you got to like plan where you're gonna be making money and you know, then maybe it's worth it.
Are you talking about the YouTubers?
And like Instagram models and like rappers' girlfriends and like
rappers' girlfriends.
Like, it's a whole trend.
But that was gonna be my point.
That was gonna be my point. Which is interesting. Like, did you see all those people coming from?
That's what my next thing was gonna be.
Atlanta Airport.
It was Miami because like Miami is, I guess, like most people go to like Mexico or I guess stuff to do, and then you go out of the country, and I guess you go back to Miami to get back in the country. So Miami to Atlanta flights and like vice versa were running out of wheelchairs. Because all the ladies needed wheelchairs to be wheeled back because you can't sit on your butt. You gotta be up. So
they were all like uncomfortable in their wheelchairs. It was a whole line.
Oh my god, that was my other thing about it. The people who are getting them, so you said like rappers' girlfriends, like Instagram. I thought that was really funny. I'm sorry. That was a good example. But like they have the money to get an in-state or in the country BBL and to get that proper recovery time and stuff. The people we see in the airports, that's not proper recovery. You should not be flying country to country after you had your BBL.
Like
it is. It's literally, if you go out of the country, it's like $5,000 to get a BBL. If you do it in the country, it's $15,000.
See, and then the difference between them and the rappers' girlfriends, they get on private jets sometimes, and like they don't have to do all that stuff. Doing all that in Atlanta Airport.
And they also have the money to uphold it. That's another thing about it. I heard after a while you have to get another one to get it touched up. Or you gonna have those lumpy booties like we saw a while ago. Like everybody had those weird butts and was like, look what my doctor did to me. But it's an uptake
to have a like botched BBL. Like you messed up anywhere. If they messed up my stomach or my butt, like that's not good.
I'm scared to go out of the country to have like a surgery. Like people are going out of the country to get their butts done, their teeth done. People are going out of the country to get all types of things done, and they're not safe surgeries. Like they're not like. They're like I'm saying, they're having complications later because they're not the teeth, especially. That was gonna be my other thing I wanted to talk about. People are going out of state to get those teeth.
I think if you're going out of the country, it's already gonna be a risk. Like I would rather go to an American doctor.
I would rather pay the extra $10.
I would rather like this is something where you shouldn't like be cheap. Like this is like you get what you pay for.
Yeah, this is 100% that.
So it's like and you messing with your body. Like
people are dying for BBLs. People are dying for BBLs, and a lot of like people who are going are like young kids. Like I think like most places you have to be like 18 to get the surgery without adult consent. Some kids are like actually like 16 and 17-year-olds on like TikTok. I don't know if this is 100% true, but on TikTok I've seen like 16 and 17-year-olds going to go get BBLs.
That's too much.
Your body's not developed at that point, so your body could grow outside of that BBL. And like you're a child. That's not a safe surgery for a child.
I think you should be older just so you can make a like
conscious decision.
Yeah, like a wise decision. Like make sure it actually is gonna benefit you, or it actually is helping you like with your mental or whatever. Like if you are self-conscious about something, or you think that's gonna raise your self-confidence,
I'm all for that. If you got the money and you know it's gonna make you happy, baby, go get that body done. But also make sure you maintain it.
See, I saw somebody else talking about like people doing it for other people, or like for like somebody to like them. Like that's not good.
That's being a pick-me. You done got a whole surgery so somebody would like you?
Right. And that's not don't ever do that.
How
you play with your life for somebody?
Literally, that'll make your mental health worse. What if you come back and they don't like you? And like that'll make it all worse.
Up your left cheek. Like it's bad.
Bumpy booty. Like you can really mess yourself up doing things that way.
Then you gonna be real self-conscious. Like no. That's not good. So do it for yourself.
Be smart about it. Be smart about it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Be smart about it. I had one more point on the BBLs, but I cannot even think of what it was. Oh, if you get a BBL, you cannot like sit down to pee, and I think that's crazy.
What do they do? They use the things?
They use those things like I don't want to do that on camera. But they do like the stand-up urinals, and like if you have to like do, it's like a whole crazy thing. That's probably not even worth it.
Wow.
You just hold it in for 6 weeks.
No, that's too much.
That's even worse.
Crazy.
BBL, I think it's a good thing.
Because I was considering it for like after I want to get the what's it called, mommy makeover if I have a child.
You don't know what your body will look like.
I know I don't like working out.
Pregnancy,
and I know I don't like dieting.
I'm not consistent with
that's what I gotta do to get my body right.
My diet is everything I eat every day.
I really don't like diet.
What if you get to
I'll
like 30 and like you're like, okay, I'll work out, I'll diet, I'll do all of it, and then you don't need the mommy makeover.
I don't think I'm gonna change. I don't. I think I'm gonna be me at 30. Like after like. I'm not like at least with diet and exercise. I don't.
Nobody
that's
likes
just my
that. That's
like in my
horrible.
mind. Like
Live
I do
your
not
best
like,
life. You can die tomorrow. Eat what you want to eat.
That's how I feel. Like I do try to limit. I don't like eat a lot of what I want to eat, but I eat what I want to eat.
I'm going on vacation next week. I will not be limiting not a
See,
thing.
yeah,
I will be eating everything I want to.
Go.
You know what my issue though is? Drinking. Apparently drinking's not good for dieting, and I need a drink.
Some stuff got a lot of calories.
Everything I drink has a lot of calories. Everything I eat has a lot of calories.
Nah, I was considering that the modern makeover and the BBL like
it's gonna
later
be
in life.
$100,000 by the time we're done.
Probably, but now I'm thinking like I gotta be ready for the recovery process.
Oh my goodness, Aaliyah! But then
it.
you're gonna have a baby. Don't go. Oh my goodness! All I'm thinking is you risking your life now. Dear Lord, why did you include that? Think about the children.
I'm gonna get it. Hopefully. Well done.
Yeah, be financially stable and get it in the States.
Yeah.
Don't go out of
I
States.
don't want to get it when I'm like not financially stable. I want to have the money and know I'm gonna be okay to get the next one. That's what I don't understand. Like people don't be ready to get their touch up in 5 years or whatever. Like you gotta make sure you got money for that. Cause some people coming up on their 5th year and they got $0.
That's so.
They not gonna be able to
that
get
BBL did not benefit you in life. You should have made that money back with that BBL.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
the people who don't got plans. Like you gotta have a plan to have some money, get some money.
If you would like a discounted BBL, if you tell the company that you are going to document your journey through social media, sometimes you'll get a discount, but you didn't hear that from me.
I heard it.
She will be in the doctor's office tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh my God. I thought BBLs have been so funny, and that airport thing was like crazy. Everybody was talking about that.
Yes.
Everybody got a BBL.
Okay, so my next topic I think on Shade Room, but they were like talking about, it was like a weird, because I'm like, what is this? So they were talking about this thing that helps obese people. It's like a tool, and it's new, and it's like they're trying
to joke.
Experiment with
this
it.
is a joke.
I pulled up the story for it and everything. So it's called, let me see. It's a jaw locking.
I knew that's what it was about to be, something like. Oh my God!
I think, and it's invented by some scientists, and it says that they're trying to make people stop eating as much, and that's what that jaw locking thing will do.
But what? Who takes it off and puts it on? I'm looking this up right now.
Yeah, like that's what I'm like. That's a different thing.
Who takes it off and puts it on? Where do you go? That's like a gastric sleeve for cheap.
I don't know.
Please send it to me because I can't find it.
I did. So it says it uses magnets. That's what it is. Okay, so it's the magnets keep your top and bottom row teeth closed. And then like
I saw this and scrolled right on past. I thought it was an ad.
It will not work. What do you think?
She said it don't work. I will figure out how to eat.
I'll tell you what I got to see what you think.
I just don't. It's a strong man. It's gonna pull your teeth out. If you are determined to eat, you just gonna, and they are out. Like this is dangerous.
You have to not want to eat at all.
You have to literally have no control. Like if it's that strong of a magnet, you literally have to have no control.
Right. What? For you to like have to get that, you gotta be like,
you gotta just be eating in your sleep. You gotta be eating when you wake up. You gotta be eating after you eat. You gotta be eating again, then eat before you eat. Cause
that's
what is this
thinking,
for?
Like, it will not help your urges to eat.
I'm still gonna be hungry.
Right.
This is all. I would be miserable.
This will probably make you mad.
This would make me really mad. And then you just like, so this is, if you ever had braces, I'm like, if you figure it out good enough, you could pop it off with a butter knife. This don't look like it's nothing. It's like wrapped around your tooth though. Oh Oh my God! It's an intraoral device.
I wonder if you can you put that up to the camera? No,
I think we put a picture of it.
Okay,
we'll put a picture of it right
here.
here.
It's like a whole little
Aaliyah learned how to
device.
edit, so she can do that. But that Aaliyah,
I was like, wow. So
this is like a Saw torture device. Like everything about this
like
is
inhumane.
wrong. It is inhumane. But what? But my thing is, if somebody's obese, that's not gonna stop them. Not like saying.
I don't think it will.
I don't think that's gonna stop them. If that person wants to eat, they gonna figure out how to eat.
Like it's more of a mental thing, I think. Like you gotta like
100%. You gotta wanna not be big
or something.
I don't know if that's right, but
yeah, I don't think that would be.
I don't think that's right either,
that's
though.
Because and then what if it gets stuck in your teeth? You mess up your teeth.
I'm thinking you can pull your teeth out, like depending on how strong that magnet is. You know, I'm hungry. You ain't gonna want to eat then. That actually might get the job done.
Right? Maybe it causes pain, and maybe it's like, oh, I can't eat right now.
I'll tell you, I have been in all the pain in the world, and guess what? Still ate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you in pain and your mouth can't open, you like, well, can't eat.
Oh, that was my point of the BBL. I just remembered. I'm sorry, we're going off topic. You got to go on a diet after you have your BBL because you still got to stay skinny.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, back to this.
That definitely makes sense.
This is what you should get after a BBL. I feel like this shouldn't be for obese people. This should be for people who choose to have it for a diet. I don't think, I think if you want to be on a strict diet, oh, this is bad. But Ari, Kyle's sister Ari, did you see what she posted? What Ari?
Oh, Ari, yeah, that's her name on,
she posted, she's having a Playboy party for her birthday, and she said, I had all these girls throwing up and doing crack so they could be skinny for my party.
Oh, no.
So maybe something like this would be better instead of
I think
crack.
this is like similar to when people put a lock on the fridge. Like, that's not good.
You got a problem. Like, you got a real problem with yourself.
It's like
people
you
who put
lock
locks
your
on the
mouth
fridge
up.
figure
So it's
it
like
out.
the step before getting the food.
But wouldn't you die? That's hard. I figure out, when do you eat?
I think, how long do they keep it on there? That's what I'm wondering, because that's...
Aaliyah, this is like medieval torture. Like, this is like something like you do to like bad people, like jail people. Not all people in jail are bad, but the bad ones. I'm disgusted.
Yeah, and it says it's custom manufactured with locking bolts. So it's locking bolts in
I don't need to
your
be
teeth.
a robot in my mouth.
And I hope it's not expensive, because who is doing this?
Who's paying to have this installed into their mouth?
I think it's a no for me.
It's a no. I need to eat. We've already discussed. We've already decided how this goes for me. I'm not. No, thank you. That's torture. I don't even understand. I know why I stop it, but I don't even understand that. It's a definite no for everybody. I don't think that should be legal.
No.
But that's in UK. We don't have to worry about those things. They like us to eat here in the United States. Okay, so I don't remember what my last topic was, but BBLs. But so I saw this on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a TikTok and be like, how far would you go for a relationship? And they're like, oh, I go anywhere for a relationship. And then they go, would you go to
traveling?
Oh. And they're like, would you go to Nebraska? And they're like, hell no. So what? Nobody likes Nebraska.
Wow.
But so that's my question.
I like that about Ohio.
Yeah, I don't like it. I get that one though. So, like I was saying, how far would you go for okay, first off, would you ever do a long distance relationship?
Yeah, because I have in the past, so yeah, I would.
Oh, you did. You had a long one too. So, on that note, how far of a distance would you go for a long distance relationship?
I don't like. It really wouldn't matter the distance, because I think to me, like, even if you like an hour away, that's still long distance to me. Even if you're a flight away, like, that's still gonna be long distance. I don't know. To me, it don't matter. Like, if you're not here, then it's long distance. So if
you don't live in my house, it is long distance.
In my state and area or city, then
you can't say that. That's not long distance. We used to live in a city that was that was next door to a city. You would count. Okay, so we used to live in Ohio and it bordered on Kentucky, so you could drive to Kentucky anytime you wanted to. Mm-hmm. So would you say that's long distance?
No, so you're right. Yeah, I need to think about that.
That's what I'm saying. You can't say that. How far would you go? So we are in Georgia. Now, would you date somebody who lived in Alaska? That's not even a drive. You would have to get on a flight. That's a flight. And that's probably a far flight. Would you date an African prince? Like, that's a real far flight. Aaliyah's all for the scares. I love Africans. We're putting this on our Facebook too, guys. Don't forget to like.
Oh, yes. Love y'all.
She got
no, a lot of our Facebook friends.
Okay. So clearly you were all for the long distance relationships. I'm the opposite.
So.
I hate that. I'm not for it.
I don't know how long it would last.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's over.
But
the first day I can't come over.
I would be able to do it if there was like talk of us connected back soon. Like maybe if it was temporary. That's what I mean.
Like somebody had like a job or they had to go like take care of something. And then they would come
like
back.
if it was like maybe less than a year. Then I would do it.
Less than a month. I am crazy. My like love language, I would say it's acts of kindness, but that's not. It's time spent. I like being around that other person. If like I enjoy that. Somebody far away, I don't want to sit on. I don't want to FaceTime. I don't want to like, cause I know like that's it.
I think
that's it. There's
that makes sense. I'm different. I don't even mind just being away from you, but still in contact with you, still like it's okay. Like I don't necessarily need that, and if I do, I'll just catch a flight. Like that's the thing, but I don't need it often. That must be what it is.
That is so.
I'll be okay with seeing somebody once a month, and I'm in a relationship, like in person once a month.
And
like, but I would definitely want to FaceTime every day and all that. But
no, I hate that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Honestly. I hate that. My heart. I'm like,
because it's okay.
I grew up as
it gotta be a lot of trust for me, because I definitely
I don't trust anybody.
Don't have a lot of trust, so it would be hard for me right now.
If I lived in a long distance relationship, I would kill the other person.
Cause like, I would be what you doing when we not together.
Hello. Turn the FaceTime on. Let me see the whole house. Like no.
Like
I don't have the time for it. I don't. My brain would be thinking, okay.
Yeah, I would be thinking
what you
all
doing?
type of stuff.
Text me your location. What you
in Alaska? What are y'all doing? Like,
where are the polar bears? Who are you with? Who's in the house?
Like nah, So I would have to have trust. And then I would be able to do it. If not, then no, I wouldn't be able to do it. Definitely not. If we didn't like trust each other.
Only way I could see like, I think about this all the time. This is so funny. Like in old movies, like the husband was like, okay, I gotta go work. I gotta go far out and go work. And they'd be gone for like months at a time. But then the family needed that money. So if I'm ever like, what's that family name on Good Times? I can't think of their name. I want to call them the Jameses.
I can't even think of their name.
But I know them dad is James.
Yeah.
Damn. And then but whatever their name is, it would have to be something like that. I would have to be like down bad. We got 4 kids.
Yeah.
We need this money.
But I really think it's like in reverse. Like I would want my husband to be okay with me doing that, because I feel like if I gotta go somewhere for work, be okay with that distance. Be okay with that time not spent.
You are coming with me.
Oh, okay. That's another
You are
option.
coming
but
with
what if y'all
me.
got kids? Like
The kids are coming too.
Okay.
Oh, where are the kids?
With the daddy. That's what I'm saying. Like he would have to be okay with that. And then I'll be okay with that when he gotta do it.
I mean, what if y'all both gotta go to work? Who gonna keep the kids?
Nanny.
Aaliyah's life is rich.
In my
Aaliyah
head,
is getting a mommy makeover.
I think it is. I need to hit big. Like a lottery or something. Big. And then I'm gonna be living the right life.
We live somewhere where you can hit the right man and get the lottery.
True.
Something. I told you that's the goal.
Big.
That's the goal. That might be the time. It might be time to be pick me.
That's definitely
it. Might be time. And I'm old and cold. But no. Okay. So Aaliyah would go far. I think this is when we are disagreeing on.
Yeah.
Aaliyah is fine with long distance. I will kill somebody for long distance. Over long distance. So
That's interesting.
That is I am crazy. I know me.
I'm like, I like my space, and some people, there were some people who are like that, like they want to be around me all the time, and I'm like, I like to be nice and like not hurt feelings by saying you gotta go. Like, give me some space.
But if you are listening now, this is what she said. You need to leave.
Now people understand though.
You guys got a good hour and then you gotta get up through.
Get out of here.
It's that. Not get out. I'm gonna give him the boot.
No.
Get out of here is way too funny. Scram now.
You still here? Like, no, I'm the type to be like, oh, I'm tired.
Aaliyah does do that. Aaliyah is a quick.
Like,
what you about to do?
Yeah, like what you gotta do after this? Cause
I'm going to sleep.
I need my alone time.
Oh my
That's
god.
what I need.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny to me. Scram. It's getting kind of late.
Right.
Those are all too funny, Burby.
Okay.
Is the turtle okay?
So, my next topic.
I was gonna ask you if you had 3 since I took the BBL.
No, okay, I got one. So, would you be more okay? This was like a debate going on. Like, would you be more okay on social media? Would you be more okay with your teen boy or teen girl having sex? Like, which one would you be more okay with? And this was a whole debate. People were like, I would be more okay with my teen boy having sex.
I don't want my kids having sex.
Right, and that's what I was thinking, like, neither. But it was like a real thing. Like, people were like, no, it's the boy because girls get pregnant. And I wouldn't want my teen girl out there pregnant.
Boys get pregnant. I hate that whole,
I
hate that whole thing. There's all types of responsibility still there. Just because your child isn't pregnant doesn't mean they're not responsible.
Right.
I hate that. Oh my God. People are weird. Oh my God.
Why are you thinking about your kids having sex anyway? Like, that's
what
I
keep thinking. Your days are different. Your days are different. Y'all got too much to think about. People got to go back to work because y'all at home thinking about some crazy stuff.
No, like, that's like, what? I don't want any of my teenage kids having sex.
I don't want none of my aged kids.
And I think I would be more
I don't think I want to think of my child having sex like that as an adult. I don't think that's what you think. I think you want, like my mama say this to me all the time. When you gonna have a grandchild for me? That's what you think of. Oh my God, she wants a baby so bad. Should have more kids. But like that's something you think about. Like, or I want my child to be with a good person.
Yeah.
You don't think about. I want my child to be
not as a teenager. Yeah, it's just like what? But I guess because people were saying like they gonna be doing it.
Yeah, teenagers have sex. Not all teenagers have sex, but I don't think that's a fair thing.
Which one would you be more okay with? Like if you found out you have a daughter and a son, they both teenagers, and you found out they both having sex, which one would you be more lenient?
I'm upset at everybody. Everybody's getting a whooping. I don't care.
Right. Like,
everybody.
What y'all doing?
Like it's at this point we getting shoes. Like y'all are bad. Y'all are bad. I put this house over. Like y'all feed y'all. I give y'all shelter. Y'all live in. Y'all here. I was gonna say y'all. Like, really?
For real. I agree with that. But it was most people were saying boys. Like,
that's weird, because that means you waiting on it. Like, that means that's such an old-timey thought.
And they're like,
y'all some deadbeat parents.
Yeah.
You are some deadbeat parents.
People were like, women shouldn't even be, like, teenage girls shouldn't be conducting themselves like that anyway, because that's fast.
Teenage boys shouldn't be conducting themselves like that.
Hormones. Boys' hormones are different.
Girls have hormones too.
Like, wow.
The way I look at that, so your daughter can get pregnant. Your boy can go get 3 girls pregnant.
Right.
That's the way I look at that. You got 3 babies on the way. Your boy is even more worse situation than anybody else.
Right. At least she got to sit down for 9 months. He's still out here.
He can still wilding. And more than likely, if he was before, I don't want to put stereotypes on kids because I'm already mad at y'all for dear Dear Lord. I'm beating my kids. Like, I'm beating them before we even get to that point.
Yeah, I think, that's why I was like,
that's something you should
I would
wait
not
on.
be happy with finding out either of them are having sex. Like,
I think about, this is so weird now. I think about that conversation I would have with my children all the time because some parents don't have those conversations with their kids. A lot of parents skip the steps with girls and they have that conversation with boys and tell them not to go get girls pregnant and they give the boys condoms. Nobody does that for girls. I think about that all the time. Nobody does that for girls. Like, they tell you what leads to babies sometimes.
Right.
But nobody's doing that. So I think it's a whole off-balance scale. And the new generation, who I'm sure is having this conversation, a lot of y'all was teen parents. So let's think, I don't want to say a lot of y'all, but y'all is some young parents in our age group. Like, we are unicorns.
The popular show during my youth was Teen Mom, so I know a lot of them.
Oh my God, I used to want to be on Teen Mom so bad. I used to write in, wait on me to get pregnant to be on Teen Mom.
Or 16 and pregnant. That's what
it was.
That's what
they were teen moms later. They were 16 and pregnant
the
before.
16-year-olds getting pregnant.
But I'm like, I literally used to be like, oh, I'm gonna have a baby. I'm gonna have a baby when he's 16. They like glamorize stuff like
and
that.
And the thing is, with that show, both the mom and the dad in the show were struggling. They were both 16. Both had a baby on the way. Like, it's not good for either gender.
And they weren't like happy. There were very few episodes where we're the kids, because that's what they were. They were like, oh, we're ready for this. We got a baby. I don't think there were any. Now I'm thinking back on it. Like, a lot of them had very rough times. Like, oh my God, I was like 16 and pregnant guru. Like, oh, I love that show. I can name off couples right now. One time, I don't know if y'all noticed, one time I saw Gary from 16 and Pregnant at Kings Island. You know Gary?
No.
He was the big dude, and Gary and Amber.
That sounds familiar.
And Amber used to beat Gary.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
And he was a big dude, and I got a picture of him on a roller coaster, but I think I lost my phone. That's a fun fact, because I love Gary. But that's oh God. But that
at Kings Island.
He was at Kings Island. He was on the front of the roller coaster. They let him run on the front because he was on Teen Mom. Like, that was the purse.
For those who don't know.
he was a celebrity that day. People were flocking to take pictures of Gary. Clearly. Oh my God.
No, that was a popular show. So
it was, and now I'm thinking about how bad that was, because I'm gonna say this. I was 16. I wasn't doing anything. I was telling everybody I wasn't pregnant. I was not pregnant either. I was not doing anything, but I just knew if I had sex, I could get pregnant and be on TV. That's oh my God, that makes that show so bad.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking at 15. I can get pregnant.
I remember my dad say always like, don't end up on that show. Like, whenever I was watching it, that's what he would say. Like, don't end up on that show. Nobody want to be 16 and pregnant.
Oh my God, I did.
I
wanted it. I just knew.
It just looked like they were struggling or having a hard time.
Yeah,
every time I watched, and I'm like,
babies are expensive. I don't want a baby right now. Like, oh my God. You know how sound we sleep most nights? Because we don't have a baby in our house. I think about that so often. There's people we know who got like 4 or 5 kids. I bet they ain't got a lick of sleep in 4 and 5 years. Like, ooh, I couldn't.
That's tough.
Oh my God. No offense to moms, but I ain't ready for that right now. Oh, and to be 16 and a baby? I was going to softball. Oh my God. We knew people who were like, oh my God, and just going out and doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm baffled. Every comment gets me.
Teens younger than 16, no, that's what's crazy. Like having babies, and I think that's.
I think younger than 18.
That's
like
baby. Taking your childhood away from yourself.
That's what I'm saying. 18. I think like going to high school and stuff with a baby cannot be easy. Right. Like going home, you gotta make a bottle, do your math homework. Like, that has to suck.
You gotta think about a whole nother life than yours at 16. That's too much. Like,
I couldn't even think of my life at 16.
For that. Like, yeah, that's tough. So I guess we both agree neither is okay to find out your teen.
Yeah, we got a little off topic, but yeah, no.
Having sex.
I don't think whoopee kids.
No,
whoopee kids. Don't be letting them be out here.
Yeah, just don't be okay with
talk
that.
To your
way,
children. Yeah, talk to your children.
And let them know it's like, well, I guess you could be okay.
If you want your kids to be out there doing
okay with
make sure your
don't be upset with them if they do it. That's what I mean. It's like
don't be proud.
Right.
Don't be proud.
It's like don't be like, oh, it's good. It's a good thing. Like
in those situations, I think you should have like a TV show moment and sit down and talk to your child and make them understand the responsibilities, the risk, all the concerns you may have, the concerns they should have. Talk to your kids about sex. Oh my God,
yeah.
I was thinking about that. And I just knew
like,
I was gonna be 16 and pregnant. Dear Lord.
Oh, and it was like fathers on there. It was like a couple days. Like if my daughter told me that, I would feel crushed or something like that, some type of emotion like that. But they was like, if my son said that, I would be like, oh, it's like, dang. I mean, I was 16 before too. Like that's
those are bad parents.
You
that's
know,
such
like,
a bad parent.
That's like, dang.
You're
it's
setting
like the daughter
gender
is precious
roles.
and the son is not as precious.
The son is savage.
Right, like so they both precious, they children,
and that's why there's so many like issues right now about women having freedom and things like that, and doing what they need to do. And sometimes women, like I don't want to say living how men are portrayed to live, rather than just living their life. Yeah, dear Lord, what world do we live in? Oh my God. Okay. All right. Wow. I'm mad at everybody's parents. Okay. So my last topic is something everybody probably heard about. We a little late talking about it, but I want to make sure we talk about it because it's important for the blacks. Do you know who Shikari Richardson is? Shikari Richardson is I believe she is 20. She may be 19-year-old track star. Oh, she was running with all the pretty hair and the nails. She was she qualified to be in the Olympics, and then they had the drug test her, and she tested positive for marijuana, and now she's on a 6-month ban and will miss the Olympics. So, my question is, do you think it's fair that they banned her from the Olympics because she used it wasn't like a steroid, it wasn't a performance drug, it was marijuana that is legal in many states for recreational and medical use? Do you think it's fair they banned her from the Olympics? Oh, one more topic, but let's do about Shikari too. I'm sorry, that one. This is also very important to me. Okay. And the blacks. Okay, so fair is tough. I don't know if it's fair. Oh, that's what the issue is coming from.
But it's like, okay, so this is how I think of it. Like, that's the Olympics. Like, that's a whole grand scale. Like, you doing something amazing, girl. And it's a whole list of drugs that you should not take, including marijuana, including steroids. It is legal, though, in many states. But it's, like, not for the Olympics. It's not legal in the Olympics. Like, and I just think she should have just thought about that. But so fair... It's fair because they doing that for all the Olympians or people trying to be an Olympian. But right, I don't know if it was right because like
the rules, right?
Yeah,
you know what you're saying?
I don't know if it was right to do that to her because like that's too excessive to me or something. Something about that seems like they shouldn't have done that. Like something about that is like, dang, like y'all could have gave her a break or something because. It's just like, it's marijuana, like you said, and it's legal in many places. They could have gave her like some type of probationary thing or something.
And that's what they were trying to think of at first, and they said, well, nah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like it shouldn't have been that intense of a consequence. That's what I think. But it's a fair thing. Like, I think it's a fair thing.
Because she did break the rules. Everybody knew about that. Yeah. She has been running to get into the Olympics. It's not like she found out.
It happened. Like she joining the track team. This is the Olympics. Like, this is the real thing. Like, at that point, she should have been like, okay, I'm going to stop this until I get this medal.
It wasn't like a consistent thing. I don't want to say, like, she smoked. Well, I don't know if this is what she's been saying. She smoked, she had an interview. And on the interview, I guess her mom was sick or something. And during the interview, the reporter told her during the interview, "Oh my God, your mom just passed away."
Oh yeah,
that's how she found out or something like that. And then she went and smoked to cope with the situation. So
I did hear that.
I do think there's other ways to cope with your situation.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You could have found something else because something not on that list. You knew what not to do.
This was your opportunity to like be like, okay, listen, I got all these hardships in my life going on. Let me go succeed because she would have won. That's the crazy part about it. She would have won.
Really good,
she was doing really good.
Dang,
and that's what we were saying. Like apparently, I don't know. I don't run. But she ran a 10.8. If y'all know what that means, it's really fast. So she won. She qualified. Aaliyah got up at 10 and went to sleep at 8.
Yes.
10 to 8. That's what Aaliyah did. Not back in my day. I agree. It wasn't, she broke the rules. She broke the rules. She did admit to it. Like, I know what I did. Mm-hmm. Like, I think she did feel like they were going to be like, okay.
I thought they would be more lenient. Like, they shouldn't have did that harshly. Like,
people looking at it like, I think it was Michael Phelps. It was either Michael Phelps. The same thing happened to him, and he missed the Olympics that year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I don't see.
He had a 6-month probation and ended up missing the Olympics. So it was the same situation. Yeah. So that's why I also feel like they were just like, well, we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to see it through, boy.
Was his marijuana or you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, same exact thing.
Yeah,
exact thing.
Then yeah, it's fair. I was wondering, like, had they ever done this to someone not of color? And yeah, so okay, interesting.
That was the last person I know it happened to was Michael Phelps. But now he's back in the Olympics. All this means is the Olympics every 4 years?
I think so.
Wow, girl.
And she been training. Man,
girl.
It's just like, and that wasn't even like a slip up or something, like being out. Like, that's something she made a conscious decision. Like, I need to cope and I need to smoke. Like,
yeah, she chose. Like, weed ain't just at your house. Like, you gotta go back.
You gotta go. Yeah,
you
like,
gotta go. You gotta get the mechanisms.
And you gotta
smoke
know,
it.
Like,
yeah.
Hey, let me go get this.
You just can't go get it and like eat it. You gotta do stuff with it. Like, you knew you had all types of opportunities. Just wait. You could have waited. The Olympics could have happened and you could have did
something else.
I think.
And if it was that bad, like, she could have took time.
She could have talked to somebody.
If it was that, don't just be doing that to cope. Like,
she had a lot of reasons. I don't want to say, I hate this situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, it's interesting because at first on Wendy Williams, she was talking.
No. It's my topic. We're not talking about Wendy on my topic. I hate Wendy. Wendy did something else the other day that really made me mad.
That made me mad, but now I have to think
Wendy
about
did it. What did Wendy say?
She said the same thing as me. Like, it is fair because
I don't care what Wendy said.
Like, it's like against the rules. It's like a whole rule, even including steroids and marijuana. Like, they both on the same list of drugs you shouldn't do. And she was saying that, but at the time when I first saw that, I was like, she is wrong. Like, this is wrong. Why would they do this girl like that? Like, I was so mad.
Aaliyah finally felt Wendy was wrong.
Why would they do this girl like this?
I done brought her back and now
about it. And I'm like, nah, she really did break the rules and she was in the Olympics. Like, that's what is really crazy. Like, you almost at your goal. Like, and it's a big goal. It's stuff people can't do every day. I can't do that. I mean, for real. And even if I trained like for 5 years, I
still couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So, girl, you had to do it for us.
Yes.
But people are now like saying we're gonna boycott the Olympics for this, and like there's still a ton of African American people. Not a ton. There's still a decent amount of African Americans and African Black people. I don't want to get it down. People of color. No, I want to say people of color. I mean black people. Yeah. I see the blacks earlier, but there are still plenty of black people competing. So even if you feel like we lost Shikari, I hope I'm saying that right. Still watch it. There are so many other people to support. I get that. But this was my other topic.
Oh, they like banning the Olympics or like rebelling the Olympics.
Oh no, they boycotted it. People are like, I don't want to watch it because they did that. And another reason, because the Olympics, apparently there were black swimmers who were wearing swim caps that better fit. I didn't see it. I've been trying to find a picture.
They the big ones.
So I keep hearing about it. I need to find it. They tried to bend that too. Wait, I need to see it. How do you feel about that, Aaliyah? While I look at the picture, I need to find it.
I'm like, at first I thought it was a joke. Like, this is a joke. Y'all being funny. But it's like, why they gotta have something that
It's just an extendo.
Is it that? Why?
Oh, it's this one?
I guess you need it.
Wait, is it this one
that's
or is
one
it this
saw.
one? This
That's the one I saw. But it looks crazy.
We can put that picture right here too.
I'm like,
but
wow.
Leah, if you got that hair, what you supposed to do with it? Not swim?
I mean, I guess it just don't gotta look like
I need to see what Leah don't like that it looked like.
It just look crazy.
It's just
like
up
the
there.
Peanut people from Proud Family movie. Like, you look crazy. Put that picture there too, so they know. Like,
wait, that's what it is. Oh my God, Aaliyah, no.
That's crazy.
She called them the peanut people. Aaliyah. I ain't never wore no swim cap, and I've been looking for one so I could go swimming.
I wore one, and I feel like I ain't
never been able to put it on.
Stretches. That's why I'm like, they being funny. funny. Like, you should be able to fit your hair in a normal one. They doing that for, no. That's a joke.
She said they doing it for the jokes.
That's too much.
Oh my God. I think that's just her. I think that's just that lady, because Leah, don't nobody else look like that. The people in the pool don't even look like that.
Yeah, I'm like, nah.
See, I think it's more, ain't it
that's like a normal woman.
I think that's it. Yeah, I don't know who that lady is, Leah. I can't even figure out who that lady
got something
is.
else going on.
That's the one they said is banned, but nobody had this on but this lady. This lady was not in the Olympics. This is somebody's auntie Teresa.
Right.
Like, this lady was not in the
pool
Olympics.
Up the street. Like,
that's not anybody who's competing. We're not voting. We're not worried about her. I think they swim catch just had a little do-raggy hang in the bag. Okay. Not even that. Like a little air bubble.
Yeah.
I hope that's not what was going on. I get what. That's funny.
That's just extreme.
That's a joke. But that's another reason people were boycotting the Olympics. I just wanted to include that part in. But I agree with Aaliyah. I don't remember what she said. I don't know if I agree with you or not.
The track runner.
Oh,
I just
did you agree with Wendy?
That it's not. That it is fair because it's a list
I don't
of
think
things. Yeah.
I
just think.
I think it is fair.
It's not right.
Before.
It's fair.
It's not right.
That's what I think.
Because I think they need to change the rule and adapt to like modern
That's what
days.
needs to happen. I was thinking about that. Yeah,
like
that's the times. Marijuana is now
legal. It's
so
not anything that. If y'all think about it, it should be something that's slower down. So, like the fact that she was doing it, like that's the thing. The fact that she was doing it was not hurting anybody else but her.
A lot of people saying too, like marijuana is now used medically, so it's like you shouldn't even be putting that on that list anymore of drugs that they can't use. Like that's what's like, dang, they need to get with the times.
But the NFL, NBA, all types of things like sports associations and stuff. I don't know if this doesn't work. Associations are the same way. Like you can still get in trouble. Like they have people in the NBA. I can't think of like one specific person, but like in the NBA there was somebody who came to the bubble, tested positive for marijuana. They sent him away.
That's why I think if they doing that little boycott, it actually might work because it might make them like think like let's take this marijuana off this list. Like
you could literally just walk in and get marijuana like alcohol. That's the same thing.
Right, literally.
That's the same thing.
Nah, they need to definitely rethink that
immediately.
In
like the next few months. And
I think they will though. Like I think they're gonna after this situation because this did blow up.
Should boycott. Maybe. I don't know if it's enough of us
watching.
I ain't never seen the
situation might make them change their mind.
I hope so. I hope so.
Been all
she gets
like
run. Oh, and people was like, if it ain't crack, let her run.
Yes. People like, you act like it's steroids. Like people been so upset about
God.
this.
Even if it was crack, let her run. That would be so funny. Yeah. Like, don't do crack, people. But
herself up.
She really is. Like,
that's too much. You out there still.
That would make her faster. Like that would make her. That is a performance enhancing drug. Oh my God, she be speedy. Crack gets her fast.
No.
Oh my gosh. So they need to rethink the rules. That's my opinion. I agree with you on that. Something need to happen next one. We praying for you, Shikari.
Yes.
They said when black.
Will she be able to try again? Or she just can't ever be in the Olympics anymore?
I think the Olympics happens. Oh no, I think she'll be able to again. I think if 4 years,
they're like, you can't come
back. Would be horrible.
Yeah, that would be really
Michael
bad.
Phelps did it again. He went back to Olympics. He got the win like 4 years later. I hope. Ain't it like one in the middle? Like is it still international?
Like, don't let this deter you, girl.
She been running her whole life, so I really hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I hope she ends up.
Do you run as a track? Is she in college? I need to look up more of this. Where is she? She just running?
I think so. Yeah, people who train for the Olympics just be training for the Olympics. They don't even be on no team. They just be with their trainers.
That's crazy. It ain't no running sport, I guess.
Mm-mm.
Ain't no track. That's what you would call it, running sport. No, it sucks. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I am Nina.
I'm Aaliyah.
This is the Top 3 Podcast with Nina and Aaliyah.
Yes.
Please remember to like, subscribe, follow, share. Click here, click there, wherever you guys see. Follow us on our social medias. They're all below.
Comment.
Comments, y'all. Y'all be watching. And sometimes y'all be doing that. Watching comment. Support us.
Yes.
Support the blacks. We are here.
Not the blacks. The black girls.
Support
us.
And Bob. Giraffe is a black turtle.
Oh yes, Giraffe.
Is
actually
Giraffe?
He from the streets, so.
Oh, we got him at the Juneteenth festival on the street.
I know he's from the streets.
Oh my god, slave turtle. Okay, don't forget to do all those things, like and subscribe.
Follow us on 9 and Aaliyah on Instagram, 9 and Aaliyah Pod on Facebook.
That is so funny. 9 and Aaliyah Pod.
They love that pod.
That means something to somebody.
Yes.
We just